All right. Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Weekly 15 with the Behavior Barriers team, aka the BBT from Denver Public Schools. So typically we coach, train, and model for school staff who work with students with behavior barriers and challenges. But now we are here to connect with you, parents, guardians, families of our beloved students during this unprecedented time. This 15-minute weekly podcast will cover personal stories we can all relate to, as well as behavior strategies and so much more. But today, since this is our first time connecting with all of you, let me take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Kate Werder, and I've been with DPS for a little over 4 years, and I've been on the BBT for just as long. I live here in Denver with my boyfriend and 2 cats, and I do not have children just yet. And today we have some fine fellow members of the BBT with us, all moms I might add, and I will let them introduce themselves as well. So Jen, would you like to start us off?
Hi guys, my name is Jennifer Eisenstein. I have been on the BBT team for 2 years now. I was a teacher for students with emotional disabilities in Florida, originally from Miami. I have 2 little boys, 1, 4, and 9. They also attend DPS. So happy to be here.
Thank you. Ashley.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I have been with the Behavior Barriers team for the past 2 years as well. I've been with DPS for, goodness, I think it's 12 years at this point. And I'm also the mother of a 10-year-old. He is also in DPS. I'm happy to be here too.
Thank you. Joy.
Good morning. Hi, I'm Joy Spellman, and I have been with the behavior team for almost 2 years. My background is in ECE, and I have older kids, a couple of teenagers and a young adult, and I'm excited to share what happens with bigger kids with all of you.
Great. Shalonda.
Hi, I'm Shalonda Woods. I've been with the Behavior Barriers team for 2 years. I'm a wife with 2 boys, and I'm just happy to be here with you guys today.
Great. All right. Thank you, everyone. We are in week 7 of remote learning, something that none of us was prepared for what that would entail. So I wanted to ease into today's episode, and if we can go around and share, what weather are you today? Joy, could you start us off?
I am sunny today. I match what's outside the window. I'm feeling good.
That's great. Shalando, what weather are you?
I'm feeling springy.
Jen or Ash, either of you, whoever wants to chime in.
I'm feeling, you know how when I'm feeling sunny today, but the kind of sunny, like when you look outside and you can't tell if it's like the perfect weather or if it's too hot or cold, you know where it comes from. That's how I feel today. Like the sun is out. I just don't know what it is.
I'm kind of the same. That's funny that you said that because it's like very Colorado where you don't really know what's going to happen. There could be it could be sunny, but there's a hailstorm on its way, like within a few minutes. So just kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, a bit unpredictable. Well, since this pandemic, we have lost a sense of what we consider normal, right? We've lost important rituals. We have missed out on events and celebrations. Joy, I know you can relate. You have a senior. A lot of people have felt an increase in fear and anxiety, which is totally natural. But if anyone can share out, what are some feelings or reactions that have come up for you during this pandemic?
I'll share. I'd say just such a sense of uncertainty. And I loved what Jen just said. Like it's sunny, but who knows what's coming? And every day has sort of been like that. Wake up and you're like, okay, we got this and we're going to do this. And everybody's plugged in and their computers are charged. And then computers crash or dogs get sick or, it's just that sense of uncertainty with work and home and school all being in the same little box.
Yeah.
So my feeling would maybe just be some anxiety around uncertainty.
Yeah,
same.
That makes sense.
I agree. I've said it's been like an amusement park. where your the lines are too long, but then you get on the ride and then it's fun, but you get off and now I'm sick. I might be having a heat stroke. I can't afford certain things.
Or things seem like the same, like you're going around and around and around.
Yes.
The news says the same thing every
Right.
day. That wake up, it's the same day. It's like that, circle. The ones that I don't like to go on that make me want to puke. I go in circles. That makes sense. I like that analogy.
I'm in an identity crisis. I don't know who I am right now. I'm on the behaviors team. I'm a teacher at one moment. I'm a chef. I'm a full-time mom. I'm a wife, and just trying to balance it all has been a little chaotic. So chaos would be what I would explain this as.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. I mean, we've had to we have had to take on so many various roles, right, Shalonda? You just named like 5 different things: what, chef, wife, employee. What other roles have people taken on? And what pressures have you felt associated with those new roles?
Right. Hairstylist for my children. Thinking about becoming a dog groomer.
I forgot about that one.
Nurse.
I've been doing that too.
Nurse, yes. I hope no one.
By all means, not a nurse, but trying to keep people healthy around here.
And emotionally healthy too.
Yeah.
Right.
Mental health provider.
Psychologist.
Including myself. Yeah.
Yes. How are you taking care of yourself, Jen?
I'm really trying to at least get like that hour of uninterrupted somehow, even if it's in the garage or outside. I'm trying at least a few times a week to just exercise. Like yesterday I did yoga for an hour in the garage. I was like, don't come out. I mean, doesn't always happen, but trying to do that. Because I'll get in days where I'm just like inside the house and I never leave. And I'm like, why am I not scheduling a little bit of time for myself?
Right.
But it's so hard. I mean, who else has found that hard it's one thing when the kids were at school, right? At least you could be like, okay, I have a moment, right? But now everyone's on top of each other. I mean, it's gotta be hard to take time aside for yourself. I mean, I just got cats. They're needy sometimes, but what
Yeah.
Someone tell me more about that experience.
It is tough. Like, I agree with Jen that it's hard to, every day I'm like, okay, today I'm taking a walk. And I haven't been able to. And the only time that I am leaving is for an errand or, something. And that's my getaway. But I really want to get in the sun because I need that. But I haven't been able to really. I'll do 5 minutes here and there where maybe the bathroom or, close the door in my room where I'm like, just give me just a song, just a period of a song, please. But it's been hard.
Jen, I remember you can definitely relate when you're looking forward to the grocery store and just sitting.
I hate the grocery store. Okay. I don't like it. Now it's like when I'm there, I'm like, wow, this is amazing. First of all, I don't take my kids because they're home and I'm not taking them into a public place. I'm lucky enough that I have my dad here, my husband here. Some people might not have that option. I literally go there and it's like my one quiet time for me. I sat in the parking lot for an hour the other day at the grocery store. Like you'd think I go to a park or something. No, I literally got in the car and I was like, oh, this is so quiet. I'm just gonna sit here. Yeah.
That's something. What superpower have you developed or realized since our norms have changed? Shalonda, do you have what superpower have you developed?
Well, I definitely feel like Superwoman at this point. I've learned that I can do this. At first it was a little chaotic and this was a struggle, but I've learned that I am Superwoman in this, and just with a little organization and, getting my scheduling down with my kids, I can do this. So, I wouldn't necessarily say I have a superpower, but I do feel like Superwoman.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
With
There we go. Absolutely. Anyone else? Ashley, Joy, Jen? Any superpowers that did you surprise yourself with anything?
My superpower is balance. I'm actually better at giving it to my kids than to myself, reminding them to get outside. Okay, you guys have been working, go get outside for 20 minutes or take a break and eat lunch. But, as we've been, and we know this, just in our jobs, the best way to teach our kids that is to model it. But I've lost that. But I'm so worried about making sure that they're finding it. But as I'm listening to myself, I'm like, I gotta model that better. But I've given my kids so maybe I don't have the superpower, but I've given my kids the superpower of balance.
Oh, that's
amazing.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes.
Ashley, what about you?
Oh, I mean, I think the only thing I can think of right now is if this is considered a superpower, so maybe like Flash. I don't know, endurance and perseverance. Because it's like Talana said, like I've learned, like you got to do it. Like we got to do it. And the shutdown hasn't happened. It's been on the brink. I've been on the cliff edge. Shut down, like I haven't shut down. It's like I got to do this. I got to get it done. I got to figure it out. I got to try to find the balance. So that is something that I've really been proud of, that I've noticed in myself a different type of endurance and perseverance that I didn't realize I had.
That's amazing. Jen, anything to add there?
I would say if there was a superhero that was like super happy hero, I don't know how to say that. Like I feel like the one thing I've given my kids is like, you know what, in a crisis, we can still be happy in a healthy way. And I like they're happy. Like even though they're not with their friends and yeah, we have our moments, believe me, we have our moments they're not happy. But for the most part, they're happy kids and we've tried to keep the chaos and the crisis, at least to a minimum and tried to keep our household peaceful.
Good.
So like the peacemaker superhero, I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's not perfect.
That positive mindset. That's amazing. Now for everyone listening or watching out there, I want you all to reflect on a time that you didn't give up when faced with a challenge. How can you apply that to the current circumstances? And how can you recognize greatness in yourself? Thank you all for sharing today. Ashley, Jen, Joy, Shalonda, for sharing a little bit about yourselves and your story through this tough time. We want to take a moment and thank all of you out there, parents, guardians, families, for stepping up and taking on more than ever during this unsettling time. You are not alone in this. We know your time is precious, so thank you so much for tuning in and spending a little bit of it with us. Again, we had Jen, Ashley, Joy, Shalonda. My name is Kate, and we are with the Behavior Barriers team.
All right, guys. That was fun.
Superheroes.
Bye.